Hey guys, it's your girl faeriequeens here, and welcome back to another video. The only problem about this hairstyle is that it makes me look bald sometimes. So since you've read the title, obviously you know that this video is going to be very opinionated, and it's basically just me talking about where I think Wizard101 should take its game. Huge disclaimer, obviously I am not a game developer. I have never worked on any games, and I definitely haven't worked on Wizard101. I am simply a player of the game and also a content creator, so I do get a lot of people who come and share their opinions with me, and I've kind of put everything together, and if kingsisle were to listen to this video, I think that they would really benefit off of it. If you disagree with anything that I say in this video, or you think that you have better ideas, go ahead, leave a comment down below, because I will be reading all of these, as I would love to hear your input on the game as well. Although I think that the storyline and questing is really important to experience in Wizard101, Wiz is going to end up dying soon if they don't strive to make this game more competitive. Wizard101 was originally directed towards younger kids, but the younger kids have grown up. In order to keep this game alive, they need to bring more people back into the game, and the way to do that is definitely through competitive play. Do I think that they need to stop updating the game to add new worlds? Absolutely not, because that's why I've played Wiz, and I know there's a lot of you guys who play solely for the questing and the storyline aspect of it. However, I do think that they need to put the focus of PvE on a back burner, so that way they can put all of that focus into PvP. If kingsisle took more of an esport approach to Wizard101, I really do think that it would benefit not only them, but the entire community. An esport is a multiplayer video game played competitively for spectators, typically by professional gamers. Esports hold their own tournaments on their own channels with broadcasters. They have multiple battles going on at once to keep all their fans involved. These tournaments bring in a lot of revenue, and it also keeps the fans on their toes. Games like Clash of Clans were dying, but they're actually making their way back up to the leaderboards. I believe this is all because they've transitioned their focus from gameplay updates to becoming an esport. They keep their top priority at esport focus, making sure that they're constantly updating the game to make it fair during these events. Here is why I think Wizard101 needs to do this. The Sauce and Staff Showdown is a great example of an esport version of Wiz. It brought so many people back into the game and definitely added life to it, but that only lasts for so long. Events like these need to be constant, and I'm not just talking about fan-made tournaments. From my understanding, Lord Firestaff funded most, if not all, of the crown and bundle prizes for the Sauce and Staff Showdown. Which, by the way, was extremely sweet of him, and he did not need to do that, but he did, and I think all of the community really appreciates him for that. If kingsisle funded their own tournament by themselves, I believe that they would see a tremendous amount of positive feedback from their players. The players would become more actively involved, while kingsisle also earns revenue from it. Wizard101 should host big tournaments where you have to pay a certain amount of crowns to join. Sounds familiar, right? Keep listening. Let's say 100 people join this tournament with a 5,000 crowns admission fee. After the tournament is over, the top 5 would split that amount up, and obviously the winner would get the most. Players are more invested into things that they have to invest their own crowns into. If Wizard101 did do these tournaments, they would receive a lot of cash flow while also giving back to the community. And with all of the cash flow that they earned, they would be able to host more tournaments and get a little bit creative. I also think that having an emphasis on leaderboard ranking would encourage people to join these tournaments. To make leaderboards more exciting, I think that they should have a new location to view it at. Right now, it's just kind of like tucked away in the arena on Unicorn Way, but I think having a designated spot in our books might be useful. In conclusion, Wiz needs to focus on becoming a more competitive game. Other dying games have been through the same thing and made the same changes and have definitely benefited from it. I don't want to see Wiz die because I love it, but changes have to be made. Obviously, I am not a game developer. I've never worked for Wiz, but I do think that this would help them out a lot. If you guys like this idea, let me know. If you have anything else that you would like to add, leave a comment down below and I will read all of them. Thank you again for watching, and I love you so much. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Bye!